Today we are here with the new elementary principal, Mrs. Egge, and we have a couple of questions for her. Can you tell us where you are from and a little bit about your background?
Well, I am from Candy, Ohio, Minnesota, which is about 35 minutes from here, and I have done all of my teaching and all of my school years from preschool until graduation in Wilmer. So I'm a Wilmer High School graduate. I have family around the area in Danube, which is how I know about how amazing RCW Jaguars are. I like to hunt and fish with my family, hiking, play beanbags, which I think you guys call cornhole. I'm a big reader. I love to draw and paint.
Second question is, what are some of your hobbies?
Well, I like to hunt, and I didn't grow up hunting. So my favorite thing to hunt, I think, right now is snow geese, because it's really crazy for any of you that have done that. It's like thousands of them fly over top of you. If you saw where the crawdads sing, it's like that, but a lot louder. It's deafening, and you hit them no matter what at that point. The other thing I like to hunt quite a bit is deer, but I have to be very patient, and that's hard for me sometimes.
What kind of music do you like listening to?
Mostly country, a little bit of some Christian, but mostly country, a little bit of 90s rock, a little bit of 90s rap, but mostly country.
What's one of your most favorite memories?
Well, I would say probably one of my most favorite memories is we drove my oldest daughter Kaya out to Washington State, which is in Pullman, and it's on the border of Idaho and Washington. And so we hit all of the national parks on the way, Yellowstone, and we camped along the way because we didn't have a camper, and my girls were quite a bit younger then, and just the memories made of the bears being in camp and seeing all the mountains and all the wildlife that came out were amazing.
What do you look forward to the most heading into this upcoming school year at RCW?
Getting to know everybody, being Jaguar proud. I've already been down in the preschool and kindergarten rooms while they were doing their kindergarten roundup and just their preschool introductions. I can't wait to get to meet everyone and just see how amazing things really are here.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Egge, and we are excited to start school this fall.
Thank you. I'm excited too.
Today I'm here with Mr. Mills, and we're going to be asking him a few questions. Can you tell us where you were from and a little bit about your background?
So I'm from a small town in northwest Minnesota called Stephen, Minnesota. Graduated with a class of about 22 people, so you can tell, a very small town person like that. I was a four-sport athlete, played baseball in college, went to Northland Community Technical College, went to Bemidji State University, went to MSUM, did my graduate work, so really been all over the place a little bit. First year teaching, I went to Parker's Prairie up by Alexandria. Then I was in Waubun, Minnesota for 2 years. So really seen a lot of the state. Kind of a fun fact about me is I officiate. That's one of the big things that I really love. It gets me to work with kids and do different things like that. So there's just a little bit about me.
What are some of your hobbies?
Hobbies? Not really good at a lot. I golf a lot. That's one thing. That's like a personality trait, right? So I golf, I officiate, spend a lot of time at the school. My parents are both in education, so we're that family that talks about education. So those are some of the hobbies that I have. I coach a lot, coach baseball, softball, football, really anything.
What kind of music do you like listening to?
That's kind of a loaded question. It really depends on the mood. I think we all kind of have those different things. I listen to a lot of country, Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, you got your big ones. But it really just depends on the situation. A lot of hard rock, a lot of hip hop, different things like that.
What is one of your most favorite memories?
Favorite memory? So my senior year of college, I was out in New York State as a camp counselor, actually, at this very, very wealthy camp. And while we were out there, actually, I turned 21, which was a cool experience because, doing something like that back home with all your friends is one thing, but doing it out there, I got to experience New York City. There's a bunch of people. It was just a really fun experience that way for me. You get to see different cultures. So yeah, I would say that's probably one of my favorite memories.
What do you look forward to most heading into the upcoming school year at RCW?
I think the biggest thing is just some change. I wasn't here last year, but I think we really got some good people, good teachers, a lot of new teachers coming in, and I really think we got a good vision of where we want school to be, but we also want to make the experience what kids want it to be. So I think that's the biggest thing this year is really making it something that kids want to enjoy coming to school again. It's just something that maybe we've lost a little bit. So having people back in person, the big term was going back to normal, and maybe we don't need to go back to normal. Maybe we need to kind of change the status quo. So I think that's the biggest thing I'm excited for.
Thank you, Mr. Mills, for coming in today, and we are looking forward to the next school year.